I'm back again with another H2 Finance video. This one will be a little bit different, so I'm going to be in a web browser here. This is how to bridge to the Cronos zkEVM. Obviously, H2 Finance, if you want to swap on there, you need funds. So there's a few ways to do that from other DeFi protocols or centralized exchanges. The Cronos zkEVM went live on August 15th, 2024. So some of this, like the quests and stuff doesn't apply, but this video will apply in the future. Currently, the Pioneer program is running. H2 Finance is a launch partner. So in the Pioneer program, if you were to connect your wallet, I'm not going to do that right now, but this is zkevm.cronos.org/missions. You would see your points here. So using any of these protocols during the next 8 to 12 weeks from August 15th will get you points. They update every day at midnight UTC. So like RhinoFi, that's a bridge. Visu's Bay is a DEX. WolfSwap is a swap aggregator. Push.fun you can launch, and so on and so forth. So you can see these missions. If you connect, you can start doing these missions and earning points. It will also help you navigate around zkEVM. So H2 Finance, like we went over how to swap, how to stake, how to provide a liquidity farm. So I showed you how to solve those. And then this one is how to bridge money in. So some of the bridges here, which are third-party bridges, are XY Finance and RhinoFi. There's some additional and others being built, but you can see various different protocols here that if you use them, they explain what they are, and then you'll earn points for future value on chain. I'm going to go over some of the bridging aspects, both official bridges and third party. So the first one we're going to go over here is the official bridge. So this is the native bridge. It only comes from Ethereum. Ethereum has high gas, but this is needed to deposit and withdraw. You can withdraw to the Cronos EVM and come in through Ethereum. This is very important, so if you ever wanted to remove your funds completely and you don't want to go through a centralized exchange, this allows you to do so. And this will be up just so if you ever want to leave the network. So you would connect your wallet and you would, all these tokens, you can come in through Ethereum. These might change in the future. And then they land depending on what you're sending in. So USDC goes in as staked USDC. If you sent in ETH, it would go into VETH, that's a staked ETH. So these all take about 5 to 10 minutes, and the withdrawal is 24 hours. It's once a day. So this is the official bridge. There's another semi-official bridge. I don't know if they consider it official or third party, but I'll show you that later in the DeFi app. So that's official bridge number 1. Here's one of the 3 third-party apps, XY Finance. Using them, you will earn points. It's xy.finance. You want to always be careful that you're not on a scam site. So make sure you are checking and doing your own research and going to the links directly. We're going to go to Launch App here, and you can see my wallet is connected. Yours might not be connected, but you connect up here with Wallet Connect or something else on your browser. So like, for example, you can come down here to Cronos EVM. You can use this for any of these other networks, by the way, like if you were coming from Base or BNB, but I'm going to come from Cronos. And you could send your Crow over, and then we're going to go to the Cronos zkEVM, and you're going to land your Crow. The reason these are showing values is I have Crow on the network already. But you could also land ETH. So we're going to land Crow, and you would type your amount. One thing, as of right now, August 16th, XY Finance is a little frustrating. You can see here, no available route found. Please try again later. So ZK Crow is currently not happening. That doesn't mean you couldn't send Crow and send in VETH. So you see it does a swap for you, and then it transfers with VETH. Another thing you can do is you can secure some wrapped ETH on Cronos. So I have some in my wallet. Instead of 1,000, I can up here hit max. And then you can see for the 0.3363, I'll get 0.3284. Part of that is because they charge a bridge fee, and then they charge, some exchange rate because the exchange rate is not 1-to-1, because it's staked ETH. But anyways, you want to do a few bridges, so of higher dollars, because there is a bridging fee. So, if you do want to send over 1,000 or more, this will go down, obviously. But XY Finance is a bridge. I've used them many, many times and trust them, and they're a great bridge. They're the current only third party that's coming from the Cronos EVM, so you can save money on gas. That is unofficial bridge number 1. Another one, which I have used, which is an official bridge and gets you Pioneer points, is RhinoFi. So it's rhino.fi. And if we go to bridge here, see, they have a bridge to win that's going to start soon, $200 in Crow daily. So anyways, we would be coming from something else, like say we had money on base. And ETH, I'm not going to connect my wallet just to save a little time, and we're going to land this on Cronos EVM. And here is one way to get gas. RhinoFi is actually a nice way. You can, in addition, you can get zkCRO. So you could say get $3 in gas, $5 in gas, or $1 in gas. So RhinoFi is really great because you can bring over ETH and then you could land with gas in one transaction. I used them, they were very quick. Another one that isn't a Pioneer partner, and I haven't used, but has been tweeted by Cronos Labs, is this Alto. So alto.finance. You can see here Cronos is one of the networks. You could come from many different networks. For example, they have many EVM networks, and then they have non-EVM, like you could come in from Solana. You can send in Bitcoin from these various different Bitcoin networks. But anyways, this is another third-party bridge. Now, like I said, we've gone over the Pioneer program. I've gone over the bridges. I've gone over how to get gas with RhinoFi. I'm going to show you 2 more things. I'm going to show you how to get gas, and I'm going to show you another bridge. So another bridge from the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, if you go to trade, and you can bridge in. So like, for example, I could select the Cronos network, and I'm going to select some Crow, and then I'm going to land it. So you can right here, this is the logo with the blue here for Cronos zkEVM, and I'm going to land Crow and say I'm going to send in 1,000. This is a very cheap bridge. Like you can see that it's 0.78. One downside is it's a centralized bridge. So it's using Crypto.com, so you do have to connect your Crypto.com account so you are KYC'd. But it's a very cheap bridge, and you can review that bridge. This one I view as official. This one comes in as Crow, though, so you are going to swap on H2 to zkCRO, so you will need gas. One nice thing, though, that I want to show you about H2 Finance is, say you landed in Crow. So I don't have Crow, but I'm going to just swap to some. I'm going to swap to Crow just to make a point. So we'll do 50, which that's not right. Okay, 50.94. So I'm going to swap. So pretend this is just for me to show you an example. So pretend you had no zkCRO because we just bridged in some Crow, or say VETH from one of those other things. So one way to get gas is say we were on Crow and we wanted to go to zkCrow and we couldn't swap here because we had no gas. One thing you can do is you can hit this little icon, which will change some settings, and you can change your default gas token here. Because of some of these problems, and this is a paymaster, you could go set to Crow. So now, even though it's not the native gas, you can see now 100% is only leaving me with 47, because what it's going to do is in the swap, it would pay with Crow as the gas instead of zkCrow. So that's a little trick there how you can get gas. You can do that with the other tokens too. I'm going to change this back just because I want to use zkCrow. But yeah, that is one way to get gas right there. Another way to get gas is just to buy it through different partners like MoonPay and others. So yeah. Okay, and selecting Cronos zkEVM on their network. So this is how you change networks in the CDC DeFi. So you can change any of these networks. We could go from Cronos, and you can see H2 won't work because they're not on the Cronos network. You can either click here and see they're also not on ETH. You can click here and switch back to Cronos, and then it's fixed. Or if you're on H2 or something and you go to network, they'll usually just point you, so it will switch and it will say ETH to Cronos network. And then see, I can get rid of that Crow I have because it's useless. Might have to like refresh here because I switched the network. Let me just change screens. Come back. We'll go to Crow again. Oh, I already did the swap, I guess. I already did the swap, so that was what was going on. Anyways, I hope you found this video informative.